Ever since I met him, I don't know. I want to laugh. And cry. And everything seems right and wrong at the same time. But then sometimes I just want to rip his flesh off and eat him up. Being pulled in a new direction through my painful pursuit. Somehow birdies took root. All the things I detested, impossibly cute. God! What do I do? Mother always said be kind to strangers, but she doesn't know what they destroy. I can feel the clear and present dangers when she learns that the boy has got me pulled in a new direction. But I think I like it. I think I like it. I'm being pulled in a new direction. And this feeling I know is impossible, so I'll confide that I tried, but I can't let it go. It's disgustingly true. Faces, unicorns with dancing mice, sunrising wine open spaces, Disney World, I'll go there twice. Butterflies and picnic lunches, bunches of chrysanthemums, cups and pillow fights and Christmas Eve, sugar plums. Once I think Gina has an afternoon banana sweat, angels watching as I feed her in a Rocky Spider's head. And Bobby Hole in a new direction. If they keep insisting, I'll stop resisting. And Hole in a new direction. I should stay in the dark, not obey every spark, but the boy has a bite better more than his bark. And I'm on to do what truly taboo. Having more than
I was right. He is that boy.
Yes, but Wednesday did not want to worry you.
Puppy dogs? Disney World. She's in no state to entertain guests. We have to cancel it.
No!
What?
I think we should have this dinner.
Why?
Because then there wouldn't be a dinner.
Do you care for her mental well-being?
Of course.
Do you want her to be locked in her room and put on heavy medication and pain us for the rest of her life?
There are 4 things I would
Gomez, would you stop it?
I think we should have this dinner.
Why?
Because we need to introduce her to the world.
Are you out of your mind? Have you seen the world lately? Now stop crying about until the dinner's off.
But Father, you're the father.
The father is the cancer. And after 25 years of marriage, you can't do this one thing for me that I just don't know what.
Okay, everybody, family meeting, okay? Come here, turn around. Good. Okay, now here's the schedule. Oh my god. First, we'll have drinks. Like, hi, nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. And then they're gonna see the house. And then we'll have dinner. And then they can be back at their hotel by 9:30.
9:30. What time is 9:30?
It's Wednesday. Your father has something he needs to tell you.
Actually, Paloma, your mother and I, we were having second thoughts about
About
this. About this dinner. It all seems so quick.
Daddy, it's not quick! It's not quick. And I promised Lucas and his parents, and they're dying to meet you, and you know how I hate to break a promise.
Yes, Paloma, but because your mother and I...
Daddy, I am your only daughter and your eldest child, and if you can't do this one thing for me, then I just don't know what!
Maybe just a little dinner.
Well, it seems I've been outvoted. Dinner it is. Dinner, drinks, and the game.
I'm not the king.
But it's a family tradition.
But it's my dinner!
But it's my house. Dinner, drinks, and the game.
One at a time, Paloma, don't push.
Can we at least all act normal?
Define normal. What's normal for the spiders, a calamity for the fly.
Mother, please. They're normal people, not like you, not like me. Can't we be an average family? One normal night, that's all I want, that's all I need from you. One normal house without a mouse to be a plant or two. You must admit we're not what people all lay back. So can't we use a bit and lose the basic lack? Oh, one normal night with normal people on their way. Just one normal night. What do you say?
One normal night.
Be polite to do the least you can.
One normal evening.
Achieve a kind of common man. You both must swear to me as promised to the poor. It's almost 6 o'clock. They're almost at the door. On all the ancestors who better want a right. One normal night.
Okay, Lucas, enough is enough. Give me the map.
I don't see any houses.
Well, that's because there isn't any, Alice. We're in the middle of some godforsaken park.
Send the party about 857.
Wait,
What?
I know where we are. This is where I first saw her. I was lost in the park and a midget dropped on my feet with an arrow. And I looked up and there she was. Wednesday with a crossbow.
A what?
Crossbow, you know?
This girl walks around with a crossbow.
It's okay, Dad. She has a purpose.
Good choice, son. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're going back to the hotel, and you and I, we're gonna have a little conversation.
Patient with him now. A father should support his son. And Lucas is your only one.
See what you did? You got your mother rhyming again. Let's get back to the hotel.
One normal night, not one poem, not one inspiring word. One normal scene, deep routine. Tonight can be observed.